There all alone Argantes took his stand, defying Christ and all his servants true, in stature stomach and in strength of hand, in pride, presumption, and in dreadful show, in solid like on the Phlegrean strand, where that huge giant Jesse's infant slew. But his fierce semblant they esteemed light, for most not knew, or else not feared his might. As yet not one had Godfrey singled out to undertake this hardy enterprise, but on Prince Tancred saw he all the rout, had fixed their wishes, and had cast their eyes. On him he spied them gazing round about, as though their honour on his prowess lies. And now they whispered louder what they meant, which Godfrey heard and saw, and was content. The rest gave place, for every one descried to whom their chieftain's will did most incline. Tancred, quoth he, I pray thee calm the pride, abate the rage of yonder Saracen. No longer would the chosen champion bide, his face with joy, his eyes with gladness shine. His helm he took, and ready steed bestrode, and guarded with his trusty friends forth rode. But scantly had he spurred his courser swift near to the plain where proud Argantes stayed, when unawares his eyes he chanced to lift, and on the hill beheld the warlike maid, as white as snow upon the alpine cliff. The Virgin shone in silver arms arrayed, her vental up so high that he descried her goodly visage and her beauty's pride. He saw not where the pagan stood, and stared, as if with looks he would his foeman kill, but full of other thoughts he forward fared, and sent his looks before him up the hill. His gesture such his troubled soul declared. At last as marble rock he standeth still, stone cold without, within burnt with love's flame, and quite forgot himself and why he came. The challenger, that yet saw none appear that made or sign or show he came to just. How long, cried he, shall I attend you here? Dares none come forth? Dares none his fortune trust? The other stood amazed. Love stopped his ear. He thinks on Cupid, think of Mars who lust. But forth stert Otho bold, and took the field, a gentle knight, whom God from danger shield. This youth was one of those who late desired with that vainglorious boaster to have fought, but Tancred chosen, he and all retired. Now in his slackness he awhile admired, and saw elsewhere employed was his thought, or that to just, though chosen, once he proffered, he boldly took that fit occasion offered. No tiger, panther, spotted leopard runs half so swift the forest wild among, as this young champion hasted thitherward, where he attending saw the pagan strong. Tancredi started with the noise he heard, as waked from sleep, where he had dreamed long. "Oh, stay," he cried, "to me belongs this war," but cried too late. Otho was gone too far. Then full of fury, anger, and despite, he stayed his horse, and waxed red for shame. The fight was his, but now disgraced quite. Himself he thought, another played his game. Meanwhile the Saracen did hugely smite on Otho's helm, who to requite the same, his foe quite through his sevenfold targe did bear, and in his breastplate stuck and broke his spear. The encounter such upon the tender grass, down from his steed the Christian backward fell, yet his proud foe so strong and sturdy was, that he nor shook nor staggered in his cell, but to the knight that lay full low, alas, in high disdain, his will thus gan he tell: "Yield thee my slave, and this thine honour be, thou mayest report thou hast encountered me. Not so, quoth he, pardie, it's not the guise of Christian knights, though fallen, so soon to yield. I can my fall excuse in better wise, and will revenge this shame, or die in field. The great Circassian bent his frowning eyes, like that grim visage in Minerva's shield. Then learn, quoth he, what force Argantes useth against that fool that proffered grace refuseth.